Did you watch the Copa America final? For the first time in his career, Leo Messi had a significant trophy with the national team, putting up an amazing performance throughout the tournament. What if we say that by the end of the year, Leo will take the 7th Balon d'Or? Seems like something crazy, but it is not. Back in the March, we predicted such development of events. You can watch this video on our channel. By now, everything has become more obvious. Today we will explain to you why Leo is the main contender for the Balon d'Or right now. No fiction, only facts are to appear in this video. Let's analyze the latest competitors and actually see that it is already possible to draw some conclusions. Let's make a note right away. This is our opinion, a certain prediction for the future. But first, we are waiting for you to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel, if you haven't had time to do it yet. Done? Let's get started then. Since 2016, the Balon d'Or has again been presented exclusively by France Football. FIFA now has its own award. The best football player is chosen by sport journalists from all over the world. Why are we sure that they will most likely vote for Leo Messi? Usually, those who are involved in voting for Balon d'Or are to look at the performance of a football player for both the club and the national team, evaluate their influence on the teams, trophies won, and records broken. It is hard to overestimate the influence of Messi in Barcelona's game. Even knowing the drawbacks, Leo is the main point earner, who gets things done for the team almost alone. This was especially noticeable last season. He literally carried the team on his back. At the same time, the season turned out to be very difficult for Leo. In the fall, it seemed that Messi could actually leave the club. And indeed, he wanted to leave, but it didn't happen. Biting the bullet, Messi stayed. And look what the result was. In the La Liga, Messi became the best scorer with 30 goals netted, pulled Barcelona out of the fall crisis and almost led them to the championship title, winning the Spanish Cup along the way. Now, Barca's dependence on Messi is obvious, and it's rather bad for the team as a whole, but it only heightens Leo's awesomeness. The Argentine national team is the pain of Leo Messi. In its squad, he lost 4 finals of major tournaments, 3 Copa America finals and the World Cup in Brazil. In the summer of 2021, another Copa took place. And here, Leo proved himself beyond praise, bringing the team to the final on his shoulders. While the tournament was occurring, Lionel turned 34 years old, already an impressive age for a footballer to do his job. But Leo was still making the difference on the pitch, as if he was experiencing a second youth. Among Argentina's 12 goals in the Copa America, Messi took part in 9 of them. He made 5 assists and succeeded in 4 goals. At the Copa semifinal stage, the Colombian national team players got 6 yellow cards, all due to fouls on Leo. In the final game, he worked hard in the defense and gave all of himself on the pitch in order to finally win the trophy with the team of Albiceleste. The final had to be played at Maracanã against Brazil. It's difficult to imagine something tougher, but Argentina, led by its captain, managed to take the title. According to the results of Copa, Messi became its best scorer, best assistant, and naturally, the best player of the tournament. Still fresh in his years, still playing on a cosmic level. Even before Argentina won the final, authoritative.com put him on the top of the Balon d'Or contenders rankings. So even without winning the great trophy, Messi would certainly have ended up in the top 3 contenders for the prestigious award, simply because of his marvelous game. However, a trophy did happen, and this is a gold confirmation of Leo's skills and efforts. After the competition, the head coach of Argentina national team, Lionel Scaloni, admitted Messi played with an injury in the Copa America final. He had a hamstring problem, but he still played. It says a lot about what kind of footballer Leo is. Scaloni said, even with the injury, Messi continued to carry Argentina to the coveted trophy and even had a chance to score in the final. Sounds admirable, doesn't it? It seems to us that, no, we are sure it's going to be the 7th Balon d'Or for the great Leo Messi. Does Leo Messi have any competitors at all? If you look at the same list from the goal portal, it seems that the Argentinian simply doesn't have any. Second on the list is Paul Robert Lewandowski, who had a strong season at the club and took the Golden Boot, and also had a good last year. In 2020, because of the COVID-19, the award was not given. So, of course, Robert could have been given the prize after 2 years of convincing performance. If not for a couple of but. In the Champions League, Bayern performed poorly by their standards, reaching only the quarterfinals, where the Germans lost to PSG. It is noteworthy, just before this stage, Levy was injured and couldn't help the team in the first leg, which in the end decided the outcome of the clash. Another disadvantage is the performance of the Polish national team at Euro 2020. Lewandowski carried the whole team on his back, but wasn't able to move it higher than the 4th place in the group. 1 point with 2 defeats and a draw. No, it's not convincing. Another obvious contender for the award was the Frenchman N'Golo Kanté. With Chelsea, he won the Champions League and made a big contribution to that victory by playing well in midfield. Before Euro 2020, Kanté led all the ratings of the candidates for the Balon d'Or. But the French team let N'Golo down. The team was knocked out in the round of 16 by Switzerland. The decisive take in the penalty shootout was delivered by Kylian Mbappé, who sent the ball directly into the hands of Jan Sommer. It seems that by this mistake, Mbappé deprived his friend of the opportunity to take the award. Mbappe's bad penalty also deprived himself of the chances of winning the Ballon d'Or. He had a good season with Paris Saint-Germain, reached the Champions League semi-final stage, but, to put it mildly, failed the European Championship. Almost the same, but the other way around we can say about Messi's eternal rival, Cristiano Ronaldo. He gave his 100% for Euro 2020, netting 5 goals, despite the fact that Portugal reached the round of 16. Although Cristiano's club season leaves much to be desired. Kevin De Bruyne of Manchester City could also compete for this year's Ballon d'Or. But his team lost in the Champions League final, and at the Euro 2020 he only reached the quarterfinals with the Belgian national team and didn't participate in all matches due to injuries. Besides, De Bruyne lacks popularity in the media. Remember how in 2019 Leo Messi received the Ballon d'Or, beating the seemingly best Virgil van Dijk by 7 votes? There was a similar story. Not enough media coverage to fight such a guru as Messi. Which of the players equally did a great job both for the club and for the national team? Perhaps the Italian Jorginho? He seems to be not so popular too. Yes, as part of the Italian national team, at Euro 2020 he showed himself excellently in midfield, but for Chelsea it was not Jorginho who got the main attention in the center of the pitch, but N'Golo Kanté was the one. Maurizio Sarri, of course, offered to hand Jorginho the Ballon d'Or, but this idea seems a little weird. He's a refined player and just a few people understand him. He makes everything seem easy. It is his greatness. The coach said. Let's say a few words about Neymar. He was often injured last season, improving and losing his shape. He scored rather humble numbers at the end of the season. 6 goals in the Champions League, all slotted in the fall, as well as 9 goals in the French Ligue 1. Compared to Messi, he showed himself worse at the Copa, even though he made it to the final. Fewer goals, fewer assists, and no trophy. With such an arrangement of competitors, the poll will be very ambiguous. But for Messi's side, we have an excellent run for Barca, the first big trophy with the national team, his media presence, and the huge number of fans, which is also an important point. We have already talked about the story of Van Dijk. Other things being equal, many will vote for Messi, as they are his supporters. Something unbelievable should happen for someone to outshine Leo's accomplishments this year and to turn things around. Many bookies believe that Messi will take the award, the smallest ratios on that outcome. Isn't this an indicator? If Leo maintains the same great shape after the vacation, he will close all the questions considering the 2021 Ballon d'Or. No doubt here. And what do you think? Is Leo capable of winning the 7th Ballon d'Or in his career? Be sure to write your candidate in the comments below and explain why it should be given to him. Congratulations once again to Leo Messi on winning the Copa America final, and we wish to him to recover from his injury as soon as possible so that we can admire his gorgeous performances again. Well, it was Inside Football. We watch football from a different angle. Have a nice one, and see you in a bit.